Today's video is sponsored by Athletic Greens. Welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. It is a beautiful evening here in Pennsylvania. I just went for a ride in a side-by-side, and we're going to check out this tree here beside me. I found this thing the other night, and I don't like it. Now, as most of you know, the majority of our property is all wooded. And when you have a wooded property like this, you're always going to find, dead limbs that are hanging up in trees, or dead trees that are leaning on other ones. And normally, I don't get too nervous about that kind of thing. It just kind of goes with it. And the chance of one of those actually hitting somebody are pretty slim. Now this one here, I don't like at all. This is a big cherry tree right here. It is completely rotted out. And what happened is it kind of started to fall and it got hung up in this big maple tree up there. And I can tell from the top of that tree, it's kind of curved over like this. When that thing falls out of there, it's going to go right down there and land somewhere in there. And that is the intersection of the trail going to the mini cabin and the trail going to the brick house. Now the chances of somebody walking on that trail at the exact time this falls down are probably pretty slim, but there's still a chance. And this one is ugly, it really is. I'm gonna try to get this down tonight, and I'm not even gonna bring a chainsaw with me because I would be scared to death to try to cut any of this. I'm not sure how you do this with a saw. Look at that, you can see right through it. That is one ugly. So instead of a chainsaw, we're gonna use an excavator. I'm gonna run back to the house in the side-by-side. We'll bring the excavator out, probably just one chain, maybe a strap. I think what I'll do first is come over in here, reach out there and just give it a little push. And if that doesn't do it, we'll move over there where the sidekick is, hook a chain onto it and try to yank it off there. But there is definitely not much holding it at all. Well, I say that, but we'll see once we push on it with an excavator. But as you can tell, take a look around here the other side. This thing, there's a big crack going up through there. There's not much left to it at all. It's amazing that it's still standing there. So I mentioned earlier that today's video was sponsored by Athletic Greens, and I want to thank them for sponsoring today's video. If you're not familiar with Athletic Greens, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It is a nutritional drink, and it has 75 different ingredients, including vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and more. Athletic Greens has tons of different health benefits. Like it offers immunity support, helps with digestion, performance and recovery, nervous system, energy, and more. For me personally, there were 3 different things that I was looking for in a nutritional drink. I wanted help with immune support, I want a boost of energy, and I also want something that's convenient, because if it's not convenient, I won't take it. Athletic Greens is incredibly convenient. All it takes is 1 scoop or a travel packet of AG1, 8 ounces of water every day, that's it. The biggest benefit that I have experienced since I started using Athletic Greens is with my energy. Now, I don't sleep a whole lot. I sleep maybe 5.5, 6 hours a night at the most. That's all I ever really slept. I'm up early every day and I stay busy all the time. But in years past, once you get past lunchtime, you get around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I kind of get the sleepies and feel like taking a little nappy nap. That's rarely the case anymore, unless it's on a rain day. When it rains, for some reason, it's time to just take a nap. If you want more information, go to athleticgreens.com/outdoorswiththemorgans to get started on your order. Athletic Greens is going to give my community a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All right, I got the excavator in position here. I'm not exactly 100% sure. Matter of fact, I'm not even 50% sure how this is going to go down. Even though this is all rotted down here at the bottom and you can see right through it, you know, this is still a big chunk of wood right here. I think when I push on it, it's going to break off the whole way down here at the bottom, which is just totally fine with me. We're going to have to see. And it's all going to depend on how tight it is in that maple tree that it's hung up on. Now, one thing that kind of makes me happy, it appears that the top of this tree is still alive, so I'm not too concerned about anything breaking off and coming back towards the machine. Yeah, it's all going to depend on how tight it is, you know, how tangled up it is in that maple up there. But like I said, I'm going to start with sitting right here where I'm at. Just reach up here, give it a little tap or two, and see what it's doing. If it looks like it's starting to go, I'll push it a little bit harder. If that's not working out, I'll come over to this side over here. We'll hook a chain on it. I'll get a little further away from it and just try to rip it out this way. But that's going to be tough to do. It really is. Look at that. Definitely the most dangerous and ugliest tree I ever took down. And it's not even down yet. All right, we got her on the ground. Safely, I might add. Still have all the windows in the excavator. But you know what is pretty amazing about this tree? Like I mentioned, the top of this tree is still green. It's alive. That's why I wasn't too worried about the top breaking out and like falling back towards the excavator. How this is alive though, I have no idea. Because as you walk down here and look at this, it was just completely rotted out. I mean, there's nothing. Look at that. That is crazy. It actually worked out pretty good. When I first pulled on it, or I should say when I first pushed on it, and it hit the ground and stayed up there, I thought, uh-oh, here we go. It's going to be, you know, lodged up there. But once I moved the excavator over here, I just gave it a little tug, and down she went. Very minimal collateral damage on the maple. All worked out good. I'll come out here some morning this week when it's nice and cool and cut this up for firewood. But there's a lot of good wood in here from here all the way up. Down there, not so much. But anyway, I think that's it for today's video. I want to thank Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video. If you want more information on that, check out the link in the description. And I also want to thank all you guys for being here. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.